In our Parashat Korach, we have the most unique, perhaps, comment of Torah that becomes a negative mitzvah. Korach is the only individual that has a mitzvah associated to him and to his name. Lo yeh kekorach v'cha'adato is not a positive one. Do not be, should not be, no one should ever be like Korach or like his edah, the mitzvah against being machzik b'machloket, holding on to strife, to a machloket, to conflict, is a love from the Torah. Now, this is interesting because we find many items that only happen to apply to machloket. For instance, kids are not punished. Less than 20 years, the Betin Shel Shamayim does not punish. Less than 13, 12 years, Bar Bat Mitzvah, the Betin Shel Mata doesn't punish. And yet, even the babies of Korach, Datan, Va'aviram were punished because of machloket say Chazal, because machloket is like ash, is like fire, it destroys. Now, it's not just like fire that does not differentiate between young and old, but machloket has within its power to completely dismantle and nullify human psychology, and any trace of chokhmah and bina v'dat, any wisdom is taken away from a person when you are involved in a conflict. Listen to what happens. We just had the story of Miriam who loved Moshe Rabbeinu, who is the older sister. Moshe Rabbeinu was there because of Miriam, perhaps. His life was saved more than once because of Miriam. And out of love, she says something negative about Moshe Rabbeinu, Tzarat, 1 week. Sad Moshe Rabbeinu didn't care. He actually said, daven for her. Still, you speak bad about Moshe Rabbeinu, and you're in trouble. And Meraglim spoke negatively about the land, not even really negatively about the land. This is an amazing land. And they said a little connotation of negativity, boom, they all died. And yet, right immediately afterwards, Korach comes and speaks negatively about Moshe and about the land. He equates Mitzrayim, calls Mitzrayim Savat Chalav Udvash, instead of calling Eretz Israel Savat Chalav Udvash. And speaks negatively, dismantles everything that was important that you just saw. Both of these accounts. Why? Because when you have machloket, when you have kavod, when you are involved in the picture, it's about you. You stop seeing the logical elements, the real, tangible, logical reality in front of you, you won't see. The person becomes blind to real things in front of them. What's in front of them, they don't see. And therefore, Akash Baruch says, stay far away from it. Stay far away from it, because once you get involved, you could be the wisest man. Like Chazal say, Korach ish chacham. He was a navi, he was chacham, he was rich, famous, smart. He had everything going for him. And he literally, with his own hands, beyadena teresena, he, with his own hands, he destroyed and buried himself, quite literally, under the ground. With all the things that he had, he lost it all because of this element of machloket. You have a letter from the Rambam to his son, to Rabbeinu Avraham ben Rambam. He says, look, I've seen so many hair become white untimely, people who had everything and lost everything, communities that were destroyed, leaders that went under. It goes on and on, all because of machloket. He tells his son, stay completely free and away from machloket, because this is the most destructive element of any society, any community, something that negates and destroys everything that we have, every good thing that could be going on for a community. Bezat Hashem should be a lesson for all of us to learn. Amen.